Hey guys, this is Christopher Jolly All Jane Gamer here today, and please be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I upload new content here to the channel. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. And let's take a look here. When I was putting a video of the Astros Playroom, I showed the completed PlayStation consoles, accessories in their PlayStation Labo section. If you saw that in the game, or if you played the Astros Playroom and PS5, you saw all the collectibles in that room. Well, these are the only two. I believe these are the two things that are missing. There are probably more, I do not know, but these are the ones I know that are missing from that room. And I'll get into these two accessories. Now, you recognize the first one. If you're, well, you kind of think like, whoa, that's actually in the game, but it's not. But it's not on this one. This is what I'm just going to go into. Now, it looks like a DualShock, right? But it's not. It's actually the PlayStation 1 dual analog controller. You can see the difference, right? If you can't, it's this. These are convex. Like, these are plastic buttons. This was released before the DualShock, and it's called the dual analog controller. It was released in Japan with rumble, and it was released in North America without rumble, but it looks the same, but there's no rumble in it. And again, this came out in 1997. This was their first analog controller. There was also a analog flight stick. I don't know about actually that's also another accessory that's not in that room there, in that Astros Playroom. But yeah, this one should have been in between the DualShock and the original PlayStation controller without the analog sticks. But yeah, this one has analog. It also has a green button when you press to simulate the flight stick, the analog flight stick. And again, these are plastic buttons. There's no rubber. And again, it's convex. Like, you can feel it digs into your hand your thumb when you put it in, versus the concave, which is with the rubber, which is on all PlayStation, well, 1, 2, and 3. PlayStation 4 went back to this, and PlayStation 5, the DualSense also has this as well, with the convex. But yeah, this is the dual analog controller, and this is longer actually. The handles are longer than the DualShock. If I can find an example, I'll get a DualShock 3, for instance. It's the same controller as the DualShock. It's been looking the same one since PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3 for the DualShocks. Let me get that really quick here. So here's a DualShock 3. And if you take a look here, with the DualShock, see? I already said dual analog. This is longer than the DualShock, because it's the same shell they've been using since DualShock 1 and DualShock 3. Same shell, except of course it's wireless versus it's wired, and there's different L2, R2 buttons, but it's longer, the dual analog. If you take a look here, see? It's longer a little bit. And we'll take this back, but I just want to show an example. But again, the dual analog control, if you're wondering the model number, this is, and also the L2, R2 buttons has a different button. Like this one has a line here, so you can feel exactly when you're playing, when you're actually playing a game, you don't have to look down. But they remove that kind of button, like with this line in the DualShock. Let me just say the dual, yeah, it doesn't have it in the DualShock 3 as well. But yeah, so the model number for this dual analog controller is SCPH, this is a Japanese version actually. I have SCPH 1150. The American version is SCPH-1180. So the difference between the Japanese and the American version, and I don't know if this is released in Europe, but this one has rumble versus the North American one has no rumble. So this came along when I'd gotten a lot of Japanese PlayStation games. It came along with it. So I had this controller. So this is not an Astros Playroom, the dual analog controller. And the other one is the PSX, which is the PlayStation 2 DVR. And again, this is a DVR, it plays PlayStation 1 and 2 Japanese games only. And it's region locked. But if you have free MC boot on it. You can play, backups, but it doesn't remove the region free. The region lock. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm doing this late. The region lock on the system. And you see, sorry, the orange lights. That's from. We still haven't taken down Halloween. But it's still fall around here, so orange is still applicable. But aside from the fact, the PSX was not released, or it's not in the game, Astros Playroom. And again, it plays PS1, PS2 region locked to Japan games, and it records. It's a DVR, of course. It records TV, and it also burns your recorded TV shows to a DVD. The one thing this does, it has a D terminal for a component, but I already got a video of the specifics. But PSX was only released in Japan. It was not in that game. I know a reason why it was not in the game, because this was made by Sony Corporation themselves. It was not made by Sony Computer Entertainment. If you see right here, it says SEMES. And you don't see Sony Computer Entertainment. You see Sony Corp right there. Sony Corp. It's not Sony Computer Entertainment at the time. So, but it has the PlayStation and stuff. But yeah, this is omitted in the game. And I think that's the reason why. But there could be other reasons, or they just forgot. Or Asobi, the developer, forgot themselves. Or Sony didn't want to remember this. There's a number of reasons why this wasn't in the game. I'm thinking it just because it's not as official PlayStation product. I mean, it is a PlayStation product, but it was not made by PlayStation. It was made by Sony Corporation themselves. But this, I don't know why they decided not to put a dual analog. There's probably other accessories if someone knows. Okay, yeah, the flight stick. I forgot the flight stick for PlayStation 1. That should be in there too, but I don't own that. Is there anything else I'm missing that should be in the PlayStation history that's not in Astros Playroom? Please let me know. Anyhow, thank you again for watching. Just wanted to make this video just to point out some omissions in PlayStation's history in that game, Astros Playroom. And please comment in the section below if there's any other accessories that you didn't see that you have that should be part of PlayStation history in Astros Playroom in the PlayStation Labo section. Anyhow, again, thanks again for the support and watching my content. And you guys have a good one. Take care. Until next time, later.